Okay, this is game 2 of my league match against Terracubist. I lost the first game, and I go first on the second game. It's a summon board. That's interesting. That sort of makes some of the things I really want to do quite possible. I'm very much thinking about doing summon horse traders. So then I can discard the 2 estates next turn and buy a vampire. Then I can go in for the Seers. The Faithful Hounds are going to be quite nice with Horse Traders and Artificer and Seer. Artificer Faithful Hound is already a very, very powerful combination, even with no trashing. Because there's no trashing, I am would be more enticed to go for Familiar. But there's also there's Bat for trashing, and I think I can do mostly Bat trashing stuff. So we'll see if that works. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead and summon the Horse Traders. Guarantees me a 4 cost and a 5 cost on my first shuffle. Sometimes they join in when someone is in VC. But yeah, we've got 9 spectators, so it's nice. Nice set of spectators to see our match, commentate. I'm sure they're discussing amongst themselves the numerous errors that I made last game. Of course, it's easier in chat. You can see both hands, and you can sort of see how the decks are playing out. When you're only seeing one set of hands and you're in the middle of the game, it's harder to work out the exact everything. So against the 5-2, when they see me summon Horse Traders, and 5-2 is the best. If you had 2-5, you couldn't. You just probably do Faithful Hound, Vampire. They can consider doing something like Potion Silver and just try to get familiars to get ahead of me, in the cursing. I don't think that's going to be that reliable. I think I'm going to want probably a pair of Vampires, and I'm going to be using my plus buy with Horse Traders to get Faithful Hounds. Artificers, and the stack with Artificers, you can discard 8 Faithful Hounds to gain a province. At the beginning of your next turn, the 8 Faithful Hounds come into your hand. So that's a really nice combination. If you can get that to work, they got a Horse Traders. Okay. And now we'll get a Vampire. The Vampire is going to be quite nice to gain me Artificers and Seers. With my first 3, do I already want a Faithful Hound? That seems a bit early. I think I'm going to go for some merchants now. Maybe grab 1 silver first and then get some merchants. With the Seer draw, the silvers are quite nice. And Seer can draw merchants, silver, Horse Traders, Faithful Hound, potentially like Fishing Village or Coin of the Realm. I don't know if Coin of the Realm is strictly necessary here. Now that I've seen what they've done, they opened Horse Traders Silver. Horse Traders is a bit nice against. Horse Traders is a bit nice against the attacks, but yeah, I was just thinking about getting my own potion now, and I'm going to be able to add a Seer to the deck. Ooh, I trashed their potion. That's pretty lucky for me. There's 12 hexes that you get. Most of them are just moderately annoying, but in this case, War would be really annoying. Plague would be not that annoying. War is really the most annoying, and then Locusts as well. But Locusts there would have just trashed a copper and given them a curse. Look at the Seer. So the plan now is to load up on Seers. When I have 2 buys, get something like Merchant Faithful Hound, and then once I've got maybe 3 Seers. And I think I'm actually going to get the second Vampire now first. Then maybe once I've got 3 Seers, I'm going to go in for the Artificers. Obviously, whenever I have 3 potion, you got to pick up the Familiars. They don't have Vampires yet, so they don't have Bats yet, so their deck is going to be thicker. And I'm drawing more. They got the Vampire and the Faithful Hound. Okay, get my second Vampire. And they're going to, I assume, re-add a potion now, but they're not going to see their potion until like turn 7 or 8. Okay, so yes, this is a familiar, and I suppose I could take one Faithful Hound already. Seems reasonable. I can also consider getting like a Coin of the Realm, so that in the case that I need to play my Faithful Hound, I can play it. Normally I would be upset that I'm trashing Coppers here, but actually that seems okay just because you can draw the estates with Seer. So I will go ahead and get the one Coin of the Realm, then out 2 Coppers. Yeah, as you see, they're just kind of playing their Faithful Hound for +2 cards, and hopefully they don't draw Horse Traders dead. I guess Horse Traders and Fishing Village are the only two terminals right now. They do have a second vampire. So we both have 2 vampires right now. I've trashed 2 Coppers, and I'm going to be able to give out a curse here and gain another familiar. I'm not going to play this because I have my Seer down there, but I also have a vampire. Seems pretty close. Pretty close, that decision. Either way, my vampire is going to miss the shuffle. I also have my Horse Traders down there, so I'm just gonna buy another familiar. Yeah, so hopefully if they play their vampire here, I can definitely draw my vampire. Otherwise, it could be bottom decked. It's not bottom decked, but I have 3 3 states, which is fine. So for 3, I think I just want to start adding in cantrips. So I'm going to add a merchant and then gain another Seer here. They seem to have caught up. I guess I wasted 2 buys on familiars, and they got an extra couple Horse Traders. But they seem to have caught up in terms of gains here. The one turn where I got the Coin of the Realm was not particularly inspiring. As I said, I think I'm going to get a 3rd Seer and then move in on the Artificers. Maybe I actually need a 4th Seer. We'll see what the deck state is. So I am envious. They've also been able to react with their Horse Traders a lot, which is not super nice. All right, I think 2 familiars is going to be enough, especially because they haven't rebought their potion. I'm going to get a merchant now, and I'm going to gain another Seer. And I kind of want all this to miss the shuffle, so I'm going to play this Faithful Hound, even though I might draw some stuff dead. Okay, great. So 4 makes sense to me to get another Horse Traders. And yeah, now they're starting to see the challenge with having the bad stuff, although I guess they're able to draw Curse Vampire there. And they do have a bat, so they're going to be able to start trashing. They're just going to have to waste some of their trashes on curses when I'm able to spend my trashes on coppers. And again, coppers are generally worse for your deck than estates when you have all these seers. At least that's the general hypothesis. Man, they're seeing that. They're seeing that a lot, aren't they? Okay. I want to trash here, so I'm not going to buy anything. And again, coppers are worse than nothing, but estates aren't worse, that are not as bad as coppers, but they're better than. It's better to not have them at all, so you don't end up drawing them. So I did get 3 trashes there. So I've trashed 5. They've only trashed 2, and they have these 5 extra curses in their deck. I think you always want to lead with a Seer there. You can play familiar Seer. I can draw with the Faithful Hound and call with the Coin of the Realm. Discard 2, discard 2. Okay, so this is going quite well. I'm thinking about just taking 2 Seers and a Faithful Hound, and then buying the last Seer and claiming that. I'm going to dominate on the draw. Especially when they're going to have to take some turns. Trashing curses. The Artificer Hound stuff is quite powerful, though. I don't really want to be holding back on that too much. They did something there to my deck that made it not fun. Okay. So again, 3 buys, 2 buys, 5. I think I'm going to go Merchant, Hound, and gain my first Artificer. And I've got 6 Seers in this shuffle, a couple of Merchants. So I think there's a pretty decent chance I'll be able to draw big, trash a bunch of coppers. Really, the idea is you have the Familiar to draw the Seer, and then you've got another cantrip that you can use to find the next Seer. Okay, I do want to discard 2 to get another Faithful Hound, Merchant. Okay, so I want to trash a copper here. I'm probably going to trash a copper and a silver, just so I can turn both bats in. The game is quite close to ending, actually. Can I end the game here? I am 1 gain short. Is it safe for me to just take 3 Faithful Hounds here? I can't actually take 3 Faithful Hounds, so it doesn't matter. I guess I'm just going to take like 1 Duchy and then try to pile out next turn. I could take a province already, but the game is so close to ending, one realizes when looking at the almost empty curse pile and the almost empty Faithful Hound pile. I think it was completely safe for me to take 3 Faithful Hounds there. They don't have any way to gain 10 points in a turn, do they? And buy a curse and trash a bunch of curses. It seems really unlikely, but I think what I did was sufficiently safe. I've got to try to draw back around to my Artificer to discard all these Faithful Hounds if I want to pile out. Although, once I trigger the shuffle, I need to find some combination of my vampires and my horse traders for the gains. They still haven't trashed any of their coppers, so I feel pretty safe. Yeah, they were able to get a province and trash a curse. So Merchant, Seer, Familiar, Seer. Yeah, so I can call Coin of the Realm, play Faithful Hound, play Seer, Seer. And this looks like it's going to be a win in hand in a second, but yeah, this is just a win. End action by 2 Faithful Hounds. Okay, so nice game there. The 5-2 seemed pretty strong. Trashing their post was pretty strong, and they didn't end up buying it back. And as you see at the end, I was just able to give them curses and move my deck through and have a couple big turns. So mostly a lucky win there for me in terms of the open and the first boon, but I think I played it decently well after that. See you in game 3.